Okay, good evening. This is Pat coming to you with a video from Padoodles. Today we're going to be making a quick pink journal for October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have this pink paper. I think I picked this up at Joann's. And we'll be making these. And today the materials we need will be some cardstock for the cover, something for the inside of the cover, some pages. The cover is cut to 6 inches by 8 inches. The pages inside is 5.5 by 7.5. Each one has about 20 pages. We're going to be using some rhinestones, washi tape, different assortments of ribbons and embellishments, some stamps, glossy accents, glue, and scissors, of course some ink, this cardboard here, and this here to punch our holes. And I have seemed to have misplaced my needle and thread. So the first thing I do, I line my pages up very carefully, centering these on the inside. No, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a step. I'm getting ahead of myself here. The first thing I do is I use my ATG gun, and I go right along those edges. And this video is in real time, so I'm not like jumping around or anything like that. And I'm hoping I can do this in 10 minutes. So we line this up right on the center. Uh-oh, that's not the center. So let's line it up from that edge there. Come over there. Okay, then once I get that done, the next thing I do is go on and I trim to make sure all of it is even. Okay. Then I go in and I like to round my corners off. Then these are my pages here. And I do the same thing to them. This is just a little teeny punch from Hobby Lobby. I think it was like about $4 on sale, half price. And it does, this is 10 pages. Okay, so now I lay this here and I make sure that I have it going the right side, that it's not upside down. Sometimes it doesn't matter. This is upside down, so I turn it this way here. Then I take my awl and I punch here, a nice hole in here. And you notice I got several layers of cardboard up under this. Okay. Then I take my needle, it's already threaded and it has some strong thread in it. I go through those holes I just punched. And back, I go out and then I come back in this way here. Okay, pull that through. And then I take my needle and I go right up under. And I tie a nice little dot. I like to take my glue at this point and put a little drop of glue on it. Okay. And then I proceed to tie my bow, and that kind of holds it tight. Okay, so now I have that done, and then to tie off these edges here, I have some little bitty hearts that I use to heart punch, and I put some glue all on that. put that in between there, and then I put another heart right on top of that. Hope you can see that. Then I do the same thing to the other side. A little more glue on that. Not working with me on camera today. Okay, that's done. Now that's our basic book. I would take it and fold it. Now I'm ready to decorate the cover. So I put my glue on there. And on this one, I'm going to use this lady right here. Kind of like her. And I put a little glue, several spots. You got to be kind of careful with this one. My glue does dry clear. And then that goes right here. Okay. So I put that there. Now I'm ready to decorate more on the cover. For this, since I'm using these flowers and so forth, I like to use a glue gun. So I stick that right there on that corner. Got a little flower, little ribbon there. And to bring that black back into play, this is when I would stick a couple of my black dots on. Just wherever you want those to be. I have some, usually I would use washi tape, but I didn't have any washi tape that had the breast cancer logo on there, so I had just kind of cut my own. So I'd put a little bit of that on there. So I mean, you can go back and make this as ornate as you like. Then I random just go through the book and I stick a couple stamps. This is one of my favorites. Don't treat me any differently than you would the Queen. And I do some random stamps in there. And this is a nice inspirational journal to give to someone maybe going through a rough time. This is a little bag. Okay, maybe stick that on that page. And then I have this right here that maybe stick this in the pocket. And what else in there? Oh, I always like to have at least one doily on it. So I would fold my doily in half. I put a little glue on both sides and I kind of stick it right here in the seam. And this is where I probably would use some washi tape because this will become a nice little tuck spot. Couple pieces of washi tape there. I would go back and I would burnish this down really good to make sure it's on there securely. I'm trying to rush, so I'll finish this. And see, that becomes a nice little tuck spot there. Then I have a nice little booklet here, so maybe create something else there, some type of little pocket. I have these little things here I would be putting on there. This actually came off of the thing that the bands came on that I'm going to be using. And it says breast cancer awareness. And then to put this all together, these here came from the Dollar Tree. And this would be my belly band to kind of hold this all together. So I know this is a quick one, but hopefully you can kind of follow along. It's just pretty generic how it's made. Okay, so these are some samples. Again, this one here, this is completely finished. You can see I always add a lot more to it up in there. This one I tied my signature on the outside with those same little hearts. And you can see I have envelopes in it. It has pockets. This one has a little clip here, little paper clip. Pages from a journal, from a lot of things. And then I try to always add these little pencils. This one says focus on today. the adventure begins. So it's a nice little encouragement gift maybe to give to someone that's going through something. So again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, go and give us a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, just put it down below and I'll be glad to answer any questions. Okay, let's take this one apart here. And you can see how I have the little things in there. I have this random stamp, scrapbooking paper. There's my favorite thing, but the Queen. Don't treat me any different than you would the Queen. It has the little tiaras in it. Some pages I just kind of stamp, and you can see on the end of these little strings here I use some hearts and keys. So it's plenty of spaces for journaling. Maybe something that someone take back and forth to their treatments with them. So again, thanks and have a wonderful day. And give me a thumbs up if you like the video right down below. Thanks. Bye.